Hi there. So today I'm going to give myself a bit of a break and review an anime I actually like. In fact, I'd go as far to say that this series is very underrated. Today we take our first look at You're Under Arrest, starting with its OVA series from 1994. So our plot is pretty simple. As over our 4 episode OVA, we follow our two main leads, Natsumi Sugimoto and Miyuki Kobayakawa, two traffic officers working for the Bokuto precinct, as we follow their daily routines, from car chases to helping a pregnant cat get to the vets. I know, just roll with it. It's more interesting than it sounds, believe me. Both start off not really wanting to be partners after Miyuki catches Natsumi speeding as she is late on her first day. But soon enough they learn to work with each other and become really good friends. And that's just by the end of episode 1. One thing that is good about their friendship is they trust and care for each other, which is one good sign how good the characters are in this show. Despite them being absolutely two different personalities, with Miyuki being an absolute petrolhead, dread, and always repairing everything from cars to motorcycles, you name it, she'll do it. So Natsumi pretty much being brash, strong, and clumsy, and just going by the seat of her pants most of the time. There are also some really good supporting characters, which I would like to go in depth more, but I'm just going to mention one, which is Ken Nakajima, kind of a love interest for Miyuki. Well, as much as she won't admit it. He seems like the kind of like a soppy kind of guy, but in reality, he's actually quite a badass. As on his motorcycle all the time. It's the characters like these that make the show a really good watch, despite its plot not being the greatest point of the show, but it gets you through, and it makes You're Under Arrest such an entertaining sit and a really good laugh to watch, as it has quite a few funny moments in the show as well. The animation was done by Studio Dean, and for 1994, it's actually quite good, as I can tell it had a decent budget to work with, I would have thought. For a show that, especially if you compare it in the anime world of 1994, it's quite good. Soundtrack is also pretty good, especially for the intro, which has the air of 90s cheesiness, which I quite like, where it's so cheesy, but you're always going to remember it. And also, I've got to give major props to a lot of casting in the English dub, especially to Tamara Mercer and Dave Underwood for their portrayals of Natsumi and the Chief. As for me, they were the standouts in this dub. I could go on and on about You're Under Arrest Soviet, but I would probably end up spoiling it. So I would highly recommend you go and check this show out and find it, especially if you're a big fan of buddy cop films. You will really have a fun time here. Let's see, you'll have to probably find this second hand, but it's not the hardest thing to find. I found in my collection. After all, I only paid £1 for it. So what does that tell you? It's easy to find, but you'll just have to search like second hand bins and everything. So that was You're Under Arrest. Now, next would have been the main first series, which continued pretty much straight after the OVAs. But sadly, I don't have the time and don't have the money to buy it right now. And plus, it's a lot of episodes. It's 40 odd episodes. So for the next episode, we're going to cover the You're Under Arrest mini-series, a series of shorts that were compiled into 6 episodes, I think it was. But until then, goodbye, and I'll see you all soon.